Juniper, there's a very good girl. There's a very good girl. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome to a chat with Rachel. That's me. I'm here to talk to you about some advice I have for the world, but to be honest, it's really advice for myself. I need to take some of my own medicine here. So in the past couple of months, I've been really focused on making it to the next level in life, whether that be in my career, my relationships, my health, making it to the next level. And figuring that out really brought me to my past and figuring out what I'd done previously to make it to the next level when I felt stuck. It brings me back about 10 years ago when I was in college. Now, I was a pretty shy, quiet, seemingly introverted individual, did not have a lot of confidence, did not want to make waves, did not want to stand out, and I was rather unhappy being in that state. It wasn't me. And one summer, I went to a series of seminars. And I bring up these seminars because they really were transformative to me. They helped me go from someone who felt very muddled and lost on a daily basis to someone who had drive, direction. I was going places after those seminars. So there was a moment in one of the seminars that really stands out to me. I'll never forget it. The speaker at the seminar, there were about 6,000 people in the room. It was large, a diverse group of people. And the speaker stood up and said, "Everybody who is a CEO of a company, please raise your hands." And I looked around the room. This was probably the third day of the seminar, and it was an impressive number of people. This was a very sophisticated and impressive group, but an impressive number of them were CEOs of their company. And I was kind of shocked at the time because I had, met a handful of these people that were sitting around me in my group, and I'd gotten to know them a little bit. I learned about their families, I learned about their challenges, their successes, and I saw them a different way. Oh my gosh, I was talking to a CEO. I had no idea. I just thought they were a person like me. And I remember seeing this man ahead of me. No particular reason, he was just in my line of view, and I remember looking at him and his hand was raised, and I asked myself, what makes us different? Well, this man, he's a man, he's in his 40s or so it seems, he's a CEO, I'm a student, I'm an undergrad student, majoring in French and psychology of all things. And what makes us different? Why can't I be CEO? Is it because of the majors I chose? Is it because I'm a woman? Is it because I'm not meant for that? I sat there and I was kind of perplexed about it because I looked over and I saw these humans. He's just a human being like me. Yes, he has different experiences, but I have my own experiences. Yes, he's CEO in his way, but why can't I be CEO in my way? Why can't I achieve that? And I realized I had these rules in my life that prevented me from leapfrogging forward and were keeping me, treading in water, staying in the same place. I had a rule that it was bad to make waves. I had a rule that it was bad to stand out, even if it's with your successes. It's definitely bad to stand out with your failures. I had rules about what I was worth, what I deserved. And I looked over and I just said, I could be that guy. I'd be my own version of him, but I could do this. Why not me? Why not bet on myself? And, at the time, like I said, I was an undergrad. Today I'm a lawyer. The idea of being a lawyer wasn't something I thought I was capable of. I didn't think I was for whatever reason, allowed to help people in that way, that I wasn't going to make it into law school. And even if I did, I wouldn't be good enough to succeed. I'd probably drop out. I had this story based on these rules, and these rules, for a long time, protected me. They kept me in a little cocoon, away from the world. No one could get in, no one could harm me, but I also wasn't going anywhere. And, after that experience, I realized, no, enough with these rules. I'm done with them. I'm going to start making some action items in my life that are going to push me past this. And, after that summer, that transformative summer, all of a sudden, I was making friends easier. My relationships were better. My school was more fun. I was always an achiever in terms of academics, but I was enjoying it. It brought meaning. I didn't know where I was going next. I didn't even know if I was going to law school. All I knew was that I'm on a trajectory and I'm taking steps forward. I'm not treading water. I graduated from undergrad. I ended up living a year abroad. I ended up working at 2 incredible companies before going to law school, where, lo and behold, I was able to succeed. Not only that, but I really felt like it's where I belonged. I felt like I belonged in law school, whereas years before, I thought that could never be something that I was good enough for. So, being a lawyer, I think about these rules I had for myself. And I think about rules in my job all the time. I think about loss. I think about contracts and the agreements and rules we create in our relationships with others. I think of rules just on a social level. And it's made me think of rules again on a psychological level. What are my rules that I give myself? Maybe someone taught me to have that rule for myself, but what are those rules? Which rules are serving me today? And which rules are no longer serving me, but I'm keeping that baggage along with me? It's been 10 years since I had that transformative summer, and I'm reaching that point where I have some of my own new limiting beliefs, which I want to share with you. And as a preview, one of them is that I've achieved the success that I deserve in life. I'm here. I was able to do well in law school, get a good job. You're here, and this is where you are to stay. I've reached the peak that I deserve to live at. And to the point where it's hard for me to imagine other peaks. I really believe this rule. It's ingrained in me. It keeps me safe. It keeps me steady. And it is not serving me any longer. Another rule I have, I've been in this pack mentality. I went to law school, had all these peers growing with me, learning with me. Then I went to a law firm, and I've got all these peers growing with me, learning with me. It's fun to be together. It's comfortable to be together. And it's prohibited me from looking beyond my blinders. My blinders are the road that my peers and I are set on. We're all marching together down it. And I'm realizing, wow, I've created a rule that I need to be like everybody else. That's how I succeed. That's what success is. Once again, standing out's not a good thing. Taking a step to the side's not a good thing. Going faster at times, not a good thing. Going slower, definitely not a good thing. These rules, and there are so many more that I know that I've been carrying with me, and they've been holding me down. They've been holding me back. And my goal is to break through those rules, because they're no longer the constraints that I want to have limiting my life. I deserve to go past those. I want to gift myself that ability to break through these barriers. Now, when I think of rules, I also think of just some rules that we tell ourselves around the world. So, for example, if I were to walk outside onto my balcony and I were to jump off, I can't fly. Humans can't fly. But we all know I can hop in an airplane or a helicopter and certainly fly somewhere that way. Another one, Another one is you can't be in two places at once. Okay, sure, but I can hop on Zoom in the next 2 minutes and be chatting with somebody in Paris within seconds. I can be talking to someone completely on the other side of the world. It's so interesting how we've allowed technology to break through these, they're laws of physics, but we've found ways around them. And we've been so innovative. And I want to apply some of that innovation to my own life. And I hope that you find your own rules and that you are innovative with how you bend, get around, maybe just crash right through and break the rules. I'm not saying every rule is meant to be broken. There are some really great rules out there. We don't want to hurt people, drive the speed limit, yada, yada, yada. But there certainly are plenty of rules that are holding me back, and I'm sure some that are holding you back. And those rules are meant to be broken. They're not meant to stay with you. They served you at a point in time. They protected you, but they're no longer a benefit to you as a person who, is growing in this world and to what you have to contribute to the world around you. So I encourage you to find a few rules, to break through them, and I will share some status updates as I do the same. Thank you.